Good evening.
Hi, Noel.
We are pleased to be summoned.
Thank you for coming.
And we would say to you, that as you seek to walk your path with integrity, keeping at the forefront of your mind not only the desire, but the commitment to be a clear and as pure as your human individual filter will allow, channel of love, compassion, wisdom, support, and knowledge. For we would say that the difference between wisdom and knowledge is that knowing comes from your divine essence. See? Wisdom you acquire. See? It is the product of experiences that percolate, as it were, and create an elixir, see, with the potential to transform future events through its influence upon decision making, see? But we would say also that there is knowledge, there is that knowing, which comes not from experience, see? But comes from that commitment to maintain a clear opening for that knowing to become manifest. See? And this is truly the gift that is brought to bear when in service to your fellow humans. See? That knowing that transcends the facts as presented, see? The appearances. That is within you, see? And we would say that that effort to create that clarity, see? To wipe those filters that are the product of conditioning, of gender, of timing, see? Has been noted. Has been noted. We are ready for questions.
So I have a question, Noel. I have a pattern of, I feel like I leak energy, I leak power whenever I'm in the presence of a male that I'm attracted to. And I feel that that energy acts as a repellent and pushes it away. And I feel horrible inside and disgusted with myself and even ashamed and humiliated. And how can I release this pattern?
we would say to you that there has been, throughout this experience, a companion that has followed close behind. A companion on the spiritual level, see? Not the physical level. A companion that has felt drawn to stand by, to protect, and yet that has not understood that this attachment, as we are seeing, that is from a previous experience, is not appropriate or healthy. See? So we would say, first, understand that there is a small amount of choice here, and yet the larger portion is having had that presence ever there, see? And feeling as though this presence is a part of you, see? Is a part of self.
So does that mean that the spirit is not embodied?
Correct.
But the spirit is a companion for me.
Has attempted to be.
Has attempted to be a companion.
Correct.
But it's not healthy.
Not for you.
Not for me.
No.
So there's a spirit that is not embodied, that has an attachment to me.
Correct.
That's influencing this pattern that I've been experiencing.
Correct.
And what I'm hearing is that I have little choice in dissolving it.
No. That there has been little choice in how the energy has been projected from it. See? There has been an identification with this energy. And it has felt as though it is coming from the self, see? But it is not.
So it's not coming from me.
Correct.
It's coming from this other being that has an attachment to me.
Correct.
How do I release this being? Or is it wise and benevolent to detach from this being?
It is wise and benevolent to, at this time, say to this being, as we are saying, there is confusion when there is a transition, see? When there is a transition that takes place with such violence that the entity knows not, see? There is confusion, so it knows not that it is no longer in corporeal body.
It had a violent death.
Correct.
And it has been following me ever since.
Correct.
Did I have something to do with his death?
It was an appropriate action, see?
Okay. To protect myself.
Yes.
Yes. And so this being is angry with me.
It would not be to be said that there is anger. It would be more correct to designate this as possessive.
Like a possessive being that wanted to possess me.
Correct.
And I protected myself by, I'm sensing killing him.
Correct.
In another life.
Yes.
And he has followed me here.
Correct.
And he is still obsessing over my spirit.
Correct.
And so that whenever I feel attraction towards anyone else, he's attached, he's jealous, and he's projecting through me these feelings of inadequacy.
Correct.
Which is acting as an energetic repellent to that which I want and desire.
It is acting as a repellent as coming from him.
As coming from him.
It is coming from him. Yet it has been identified with self, for it has been there, see, for so long.
For a long time, yes.
This is correct. So at this moment, this is to be recommended. It is to be recommended that this being before us, who shines so brightly. Take a moment and focus then upon her third eye. Focus then upon her third eye. And know that it has a right to be the only energetic being in essence within her body, within her aura. See? And feel from that third eye a light growing, filling the entire being within. A light that grows and vibrates and undulates and fills this entire being, radiates into the aura, radiates out 16 feet. See? 16 feet. Up, down, east, west, right, left. 16 feet. And there is room for nothing, no one. See? Except that energetic being that has chosen to call itself Jema. See? Feel this. Know this.
Is this something I should practice all the time?
Yes.
Seeing and visualizing this?
Correct.
Will that release this being energetically from me completely?
Correct.
Okay.
This is important also for when there are disappointments, see? When there are disappointments, which are as challenges, not to stop, but to allow acquaintance, see, with the ability to overcome, see? When there are those disappointments, there is beyond this 16-foot radiating energy always a matter that would cling and darken, see? That would cling and darken and penetrate. So yes, projecting this would be well for everyone.
Should I be teaching this to others?
Correct.
Yes. So projecting the light out 16 feet in all different directions, it will seal up my aura.
Yes.
And then, but you also say that there's dark energies that want to cling to the outside.
This is as energetic, we would call what you say as in grunge. See? As in grime. See?
Mm.
This would be the three-dimensional equivalent. See?
Okay. And Noel, how do you you called me Jema. How do you see my my energy manifesting from Lacey into Jema?
We see the transformation, yet not really a transformation, but more the picking up of vestments, see. For as the Lacey energetic vibratory system was preoccupied with the structures of material reality, see, and found that it had facility for these, for understanding. This leads to this, leads to this. See? Great understanding of sequence, great memory for systems and how things work. In picking up the vestments, the now present Jema is about accepting the opportunity to manipulate energy to create structures, understandings, healing outside of the structures that she understood and used before.
So Jema is like a transformation of structure or transformation of how I use energy.
It is more a commitment to manipulate energy, see, to create, as opposed to performing well within existing structures. See? Is this clear?
Will you repeat one more time?
It is a commitment to the manipulation of energies to create, see, to create structures that have not existed before, rather than to do well within existing structures.
I understand. Instead of mastering the path that everybody's already taken, it's about creating something out of nothing.
Correct.
I understand. Yes, thank you. Another question I have for you, Noel, is what do you see as blocking me from receiving more prosperity and abundance, or creating more prosperity and abundance? I feel blocked in some way. I feel scared and immature in creating prosperity, and what do you see that's blocking me from receiving more?
We see an identification that continues, and this is must be understood natural. See, it is natural. An identification with systems and structures as they exist. See, an identification with how things are done.